From the Carl Chevrolet Studios in West Des Moines, this is Iowa Live.
Welcome back to the program, everyone. We have a very special guest joining us right now. He is an author. It is Thomas Fellows right now to talk about a book that he has written that reaches back into another famous book that I'm sure a couple of people may have heard of. Thomas, welcome to the program.
Yes, Lou, thanks so much for having me.
First of all, tell everybody about the book that we're speaking of here today.
Yes, so this book is called Mrs. Dubose's Last Wish, The Art of Embracing Suffering.
All right, and this reaches back, go ahead, it reaches back to a very, very famous book, right?
Yes, so it was inspired by To Kill a Mockingbird. There's a little-known character named Mrs. Dubose, and she suffers on purpose to rid herself of morphine addiction. So she gets Atticus gets Jim, his son, to read to her to distract her through the pain she's going through. And I make the claim that the best suffer on purpose to achieve true greatness in life.
All right, and what was the inspiration to you to put this book together? Why did this all come together?
I think there was another book called The Road to Character by David Brooks. And when I was unemployed for a period of about 18 months, his words really helped me. And there's two things he said. In particular, he said, we shoot for happiness, but we're formed through suffering. And recovering from suffering is different from recovering from a disease. You don't come out healed, you come out different.
Why? And why is this so personal to you?
It's pretty personal because I work in technology sales. So I could literally make 7 figures this year working 15 hours a week. And I did so because I had a mentor of mine named Bill McDermott who taught me how to sell with empathy. And Bill basically, came from poverty and literally made $63 million in 2019, $25 million in 2020. And he taught me to give the other person the power in the relationship. So he owned a deli at age 16 to pay his way through college. And he targeted senior citizens. He gave senior citizens free delivery. He gave the blue-collar workers the ability to purchase on credit. And for the young people, he allowed them in the store as many as they wanted to, and the other store didn't do that. So you don't think of, salespeople being empathetic, but the most successful ones are truly empathetic, like him.
Do you think society now is lacking on empathy?
I think so. I think most people are all about themselves. In my first book, I make the claim that the best way to help yourself is to help others. And what I've learned, I have bipolar disorder. And, I've struggled with depression in my life. And I've learned that when you're depressed, you get even more selfish and you dig yourself into a deeper hole. But the best way to help yourself is to forget about your own pain and focus on helping other people out.
Now, you want to talk about helping others. I want to tell everybody where 100% of the proceeds of this book are going.
Yeah, so 100% of profits are going to NAMI for suicide awareness. I'm not taking a cent of this book. I don't want any money from this book. I got the idea from a John Grisham book, and I hope that no one ever commits suicide because of this book.
Wow. So again, a deep message inside this book. Now, originally you were going to come and sign autographs and things like this here in Des Moines, but everybody knows the situation that we are in with the pandemic and things like that. But people want to get a copy of this book. They want to take a look at it. What's the easiest thing they can do?
Barnes & Nobles in Iowa, select Barnes & Nobles in Iowa, but probably the easiest way is Amazon.
To Amazon. Well, Thomas Fellows, thank you so much. Again, the name of the book, Mrs. Dubose's Last Wish, The Art of Embracing Suffering. So you might want to check that out and really do yourself a favor. Read the book and see what it can do for you. Thank you so much for your time. We appreciate it.
Thank you for having me, Lou.